Jolly good. You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
Wait, a representative on the bridge has the key to Luis's quarters? Shouldn't Luis have the key to Luis's quarters?
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
I swear if this game makes me do single-player combat, I'm gonna be furious.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
Maybe the bridge guy has an extra key and Luis has a master key. I'm sure Luis also has a key to get into his quarters, yes. But what I meant by saying why does the bridge guy have the key instead of Luis was that why is there any key to get into Luis's quarters other than the only one that Luis should have? It makes no sense to me why Luis would ever let someone other than him have a key to get into his super private important quarters that apparently has a magic formula that incriminates him in killing the prince. Sammy, thank you for someone with Prime for 21 months. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the support.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
All right, so we've got an infiltration coming up on this soiree. I'm interested to see how this plays out. Because, you know, we have so much more of the tournament to go, but we're already making a move against Luis to try and save the prince. By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's gauntlet runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Zonth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable, even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk more details in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find the solution. He said the soiree was like August 13th or something, right? It's like July 22nd. Are we about to have like 2 weeks of time before then? The songstress has been in Lewis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We've got to make our preparations before that soiree. Which I may be pronouncing wrong every time. I don't remember how they said it.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Lewis's private quarters. Get the Phantom Thieves in here. The first thing we need to do to prepare this infiltration is we should go find a crowded hallway that people walk through constantly and talk about our secret plans that could get us arrested in public within earshot of them. Trust me, I know it sounds asinine, but I've seen it work before. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Lewis's subordinates have attained the rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlike any we've faced so far.
Yeah.
Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. Interesting, okay. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical, gather info about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance. Neat.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows, they might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Sounds good to me.
Let's focus.
We have 20 days! Oh, this is a 5-star difficulty, though. We've done 4-star missions before, or 5 I say star, but it's diamonds. 5 diamond difficulty, we've done 4 diamond difficulty already, so I mean, seems like a reasonable bump in difficulty. The infiltration route must be secured so Luis's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the prince's curse can be lifted. Well, presumably. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather conditions that may occur around Brylehaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Lewis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Lewis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas, yada yada yada. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Lewis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Lewis's Gauntlet Runner, huh? Okay, okay. What have we here?
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children?
Huh?
Sorry, blood and children? Oh, where have I heard this before? Ah, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an Elda boy at the exhibition, one that looked to be the same age as. They say you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. If that's true, then I may ask for your aid as well. During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. I'll get them. You'll do it, truly, I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit it, and an informant may know more.
You can help.
1 dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it. All right.
Give it a shot.
No deadline? Like, if they've been injured and need medicine, shouldn't there be a deadline? Shouldn't it be like, hey, they die in like 4 days? Two-day trip. This must be Gracia Forest. There should be places to park the runner between the trees.
This place.
All right.
Well met, eh?
You got it, lady.
Wonderful.
Something I also remember we need to do is we need more eloquence. Eloquence is our lowest stat significantly. So we need to be on the lookout for boosting that. in the near future.
Wonderful.
What is this? It's just a tavern. Where is... Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Where is... Whoops, I double-clicked. Where is the bounty place? That's what I'm thinking of. There's another quest here, you say. What a pretty view, and that sea breeze is so refreshing. Okay. Those scum think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Gah!
How it's gonna be.
I'm in no mood to get gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so much, I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted, almost all of them, if only some kind, generous soul could help me. What? I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15k reeve. Tell me about it. Fantastic, I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you were a candidate at the exhibition. Then that makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. I always want to say dual runner, dude. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the pride of Inundo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. Okay. I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
17 days? That's what it costs one. Okay, so I just need to go to this place called Inundo and buy something.
That's where you want to go.
Inundo is right here. Okay, so we have a long time until that deadline is up. We probably want to wait and see if a bounty or something shows up near there so we can do 2 birds, 1 stone. I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. Ah, that hurts.
Give it a shot.
This guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can. Yeah, what is this quest, bro?
Yeah?
All right.
Do another quest over here.
Oh, grand.
Hello, child.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where is this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Ah, so that's why, but we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like.
Yay!
Ah, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers, like from the flower shop. Oh, wait, my friend wouldn't want any of the old flower you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We got a gauntlet runner, so how about you leave this one to us? Yeah, leave it to me. You're really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
So.
You can become Rogue's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king.
Yay!
Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. I'll just wait here until you've got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before
All
then.
right.
If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Firmus Church and ask?
Let's give
All
it
right.
a shot.
San Lumio Street. I mean, that should be easy. We just, like, buy it, right? My tolerance. That wouldn't even use time to purchase it. There's that weird shop that they said has something unique going on.
All right then.
What is this crystal ball?
Hey, you.
What are you? Oh, you're the
Simply
weather
amazing.
person. Right, right. What's back here?
I love it.
Hello? Phantom of the Deep?
Whoa.
Oh, magic shop. Right, okay, so it's one of those magic shops that's only open at night. Gotcha.
Simply amazing.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Bum, 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 bum. Water?
Welcome.
Finding yourself parched? Do I have the water for you? Impia? Impia? They finally got more fruit cordial. A cooking ingredient. Sure, give me 3 of those. I'll take some of these too. Eventually we'll do some cooking.
Young man.
Young man.
What you think?
There's no need to feel down, I say, young man. Marbled bluefin tuna. Sure.
Young man.
Stop saying young man to me. We can rank up Stroll, it looks like.
Hey there.
I'm in trouble now.
Curses, my clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? I am simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting, I was gonna say extracting, exacting detail and peerless skill, I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Ah, but that's the thing, there is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there is a giant called Orgus, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Well, I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the Exhibition of the Brave. If only someone like that was about. Yeah, I got it. Oh, can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course you could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're gonna give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgus within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. If you want more details, the informant would be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch. You know, the tavern in the Inn District. All right.
Give it a shot.
I have to slay the Orgus. Ooh, 4.5. Okay.
Gotta get prepared.
Great. Let's head to the Greatest Catch and speak to the informant then. That's the tavern in the Inn District. Yeah, I got it. Who all... We can get Stroll to rank 5, which is pretty pog champ. Maria, we can get to rank 4. Barden, we can get to rank 2. I think I did want to start ranking up Hulkenberg's commander down the road. She's the one doing commander. So we probably do want to rank up Barden soon. And we're going to be switching Rogue to healer at some point, I believe. So ranking up Maria would help with that. Okay. Gallica, all we can do is wait. You guys are already at 4. Stroll can get to 5. We're gonna be getting pretty close to maxing some people out kind of soon. There's where I can get eloquence by doing whatchamacallit. By giving a speech during the day. I think the reason my eloquence is so low is because it's looking like you can only really get eloquence during the day. There's not really many opportunities for eloquence at night, which is when I normally focus on stat ups. What you got for bounties, buddy? It's all about the tournament. They should allocate more manpower into slaying the monsters. Anyway, here to look at the contracts. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. Can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. I was gonna say county. Just don't go slacking. Now you've got a bit of a pay raise. Yeah, give it to me. No need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is calling your name too. Bounty bonus. It looks like we only have one bounty to do. Fatalich, Lamentable Dead. I need to slay the Fatalich in the Tomb of Lament north of Brylehaven. The information at the tavern in Angler's Square Inn in Brylehaven should have more details. Okay. Bounty contract this time is for Fatalich the Apparition, a monster who's taken up residence in a cemetery in Brylehaven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. It's not just the undead that are under its thrall. Seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the exhibition? Well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Rogue, we can handle it, right? Leave it to me. Promising, if you really insist it's yours. You'll find the target haunting an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, you should speak with the informant in Brylehaven. The Lich is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you've defeated it.
Let's do it.
I'm on it. All right, 4-star, not too bad. Wow, so it's supposed to be 35k, but we're being paid almost double? That's a huge boost. Aha, I knew it.
Let's see.
The Tomb of Lament is here. Pretty far north, isn't it?
We'll face danger here.
They all, like, link up. Interesting.
And right there's a labyrinth.
So I wonder if I can go from Tomb of Lament to Gracia Forest. Because what I'd like to do is, like, go straight to the Tomb of Lament. We stop by Inundo on the way to the Tomb of Lament. Look at all these gauntlet runners over here.
There's a runner.
A major candidate. Look at them all. Oh, that's, what's-her-face? Katharina. Only she would go around in so much pink. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could then, like, just do a big circle of, like, a 3-day trip to hit all of those at once.
Got it.
Got it. Off to Angler's Inn Square to talk to that informant. Yeah, I got a lot of informants to give money to, it turns out. Like a lot. Ah ha ha ha. Probably have some magic waiting for me. I came to see the King's Rock, please.
What if